It's Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. He is back. He is Henry Lowe. He is now president of the Garvey Elementary School District in Rosemead, essentially.
Monterey
Park, of course.
Yes.
You also are involved in the Garvey Education Foundation.
Yes, I am.
Before we talk about that foundation specifically, talk to us about the model of education foundations. They're common.
Sure. Well, they are common,
Right.
And many school districts in the area have foundations. And the idea behind it is to create a 501c3 organization to raise money from the community, alumni, local businesses, to raise additional funds to supplement and complement the school district's existing extracurricular academic programs.
I see. And you talk about alumni. I know you have an event coming up on May 27th at a tasty restaurant in Monterey Park called Luminaris.
Yes.
But what's nice about it is one of the honorees is an alum of Garvey and also the current chief of police in Monterey Park.
Yes.
His name is Jim Smith.
Yes, Jim Smith, a proud alumni of the Garvey School District. He's one of our honorees, along with two outstanding employees of the school district, Maria De La Cruz and Diana Sins. Yes, both longtime employees of the school district.
And so you'll raise money at this event.
Yes.
You have a nice balance right now, a nice chunk of change, tens of thousands of dollars. What are you doing with the funds?
Well, let me give you a little history though about the foundation and why. This is probably one project that I'm really proud of, and it's been a labor of love for me as long as I've been on the board of education for 12 years. When I got on the board, this is when I was elected in 2003.
And you were quite young, if I may say.
I was 28.
You were 28, which is nice.
Yeah, thank you. And at the time, I remember one of the first things I did as a school board member was to visit our schools during back to school night and open houses. And I remember visiting one teacher's classroom, and they had as a student project agricultural nutrition. And they had the students grow vegetables right outside the classroom. And the fruit of their labor, they grew some really nice leafy vegetables and they made into a salad. And I thought that was just a wonderful project. And so I asked that teacher, how did you find the funding for this? She told me that she had to pay out her own pocket. And I thought that's great, but that's not right. You shouldn't have to do that. And so that got me thinking, well, why don't we have a foundation? Many school districts do have a foundation, but I think that there is a perception out there that only the more affluent school districts
can afford. It doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't have to be. And so I was fortunate that when I proposed the idea of a foundation, that I had a lot of enthusiastic buy-in from other board members, administration, teachers, classified, the community, parents. And so we, 8 years ago, set out to create this foundation that became known as the Garvey Education Foundation. And we had naysayers who said, well, we're a working class community. And I said, but it doesn't matter if we don't raise $1 million. Anything, any amount matters and counts. And so, yeah, I am proud that since starting out with a balance sheet of 0 8 years ago, we now have $63,000.
And you've been funding outdoor ed programs, you've been funding a choir, History Day competition, you have more projects coming up.
Yes, we have awarded 70 mini grants to various teachers, stakeholders in the school district. All they have to do is submit a application proposing their grant. The board of the foundation views it, evaluates it, and we award these grants based on the merits of those proposals, and the merit is based on how it enriches learning for a student.
So don't forget, if you want to support the Garvey Education Foundation, the event is coming up Wednesday, May 27th at Luminaris Restaurant in Monterey Park. It goes to a great cause, and congratulations on what you're doing for your school district.
No, thank you.
Important.
Thank you very
His
much.
name is Henry Lowe. He is president of the Garvey Elementary School District. I'm Brad Pomerance. It's Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.